There comes a time in every person's life when they must face their fears head on. In that instance, I have not yet faced my fears yet. I have spent a good amount of time debating as to whether or not I should play through this game on account of the fact that this game scares me quite badly. However, after a long night of bickering and one failed recording attempt, I decided, you know what, I need to face my fears. Alone. I'm Lava Captain 2000 and welcome to my new Let's Play. Hello everybody, my name is Lava Captain 2000 and welcome to my Let's Play of Little Nightmares Deluxe Edition. Little Nightmares is a 2017 Bandai Namco game created in Europe apparently, and that's just me reading it off of the bottom line. It is it was part of the big epic wave of 2017 indie games that were just extremely good. This, Bendy and the Ink Machine, Cuphead, Kindergarten, there was a lot of good games in 2017. And this is the latest one in the current Let's Play that I am playing through. So, before we do everything, judging by the title of this video, you might be wondering if you have any actual knowledge of this. You guys will know that the level I have listed as part 1 is not the actual first level. However, I hate this game. This game scares me. It scares me quite badly. So rather than doing the main game now and then going back and doing the DLC, I will be doing the entire game, DLC included, chronologically. This means that Chapter 1 is not going to be the first part of the main story. Instead, we are going to be doing the first DLC chapter of the game. This thing. In the game, there are 7 main chapters to the game. We have, only 4 are open to us right now. We have, the prison, the depths, the hideaway, and it's called the ladies' quarters, but I call it the library because there's already another level like that. If it does have an official name, please let me know. So, today we are going to be starting off with the canonical first chapter of the game, The Depths. And this is very interesting because it actually is a DLC chapter, which means it does not feature the main character of the story. But I don't really care. So, basically, each video is going to be its own individual chapter, and even though I am scared shitless of this game, I'd like to think I've done enough, plus I've already done one recording of this with another person, and that didn't go so well because the footage clipped and I had to redo it. So, let's see if we can do it this time. Introducing Chapter 1. All reset in the current chapter will be lost. That's fair enough. And we have the main theme of this chapter already exemplified. And then we wake up. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue on, welcome to a ship, and it's never mentioned, so I might as well give it the name right now. Welcome to a ship called the Maw. A ship that comes around once per year at the same time, but not in the same place, and it functions as a building for the wealthy to eat their life away, literally. One of the things that it's always bugged me about this game is that every one of the characters have very weird names. This kid, he has a bunch of fan names, but he is canonically known as, I believe it's called the Runaway Kid. That is literally his name given by the game. But I don't like that, so I'm going to call him Will. He also goes by 7. which is a reference to something else. So going over the basic controls, WASD is to walk around. You don't want to do that too often because you risk doing this, and that's tripping, and that will get you killed. Spacebar is to jump, shift is to run, control is crouch, shift while C is a slide, if I can actually do it right. There you go. Pressing down on the mouse button will allow you to grab stuff, pick up stuff, and if you're holding an item, you can press space to throw it. This is the pause menu, and I'm going over the controls because I really don't. So yeah, let us begin with our progression. And down there, as you can see, we have a character who will be important later. I'm not going to bring him up because he's not that much of a threat, as he kidnaps a poor child. And let's just drop down. Underneath this bed, we have our first instance of enemies. Now would be a very good time to bring this up, and this is actually part of the reason why I don't like Little Nightmares so much and why it scares me so much. Everything in this game will kill you in a single hit. Everything. There is no exceptions to this rule. You can also die from falling too far. So yeah, the first enemy we have, and the basic enemy of the game, is leeches. Leeches are slow enemies that are a lot faster in water. Moving on to our second new enemy, these are going to be seen a lot less. These are the eyes. Again, very creative names. Eyes will patrol a set area in the room they're built in, and from there, they will turn you to stone if you are caught in their eyes. In addition, it is possible to die from fall damage, like I said. The way to evade these guys is by simply just hugging the middle wall. If you are caught in the eyes beam initially, and you are close to an object, you can walk before you are turned to stone. Anyway, if you didn't see that girl over there, that girl also has a very creative name, the Unnamed Escapee. So creative, it's literally genius. And we're going through here into the playroom. We'll be visiting a lot of this early section again, just letting you guys know. 1 second, let me check something. Okay, yeah. Graphics are on medium, are on high, not medium. Oh boy. Anyway, there we have another image of the girl. Her and her black hair. Introducing a little core mechanic of this game. There's going to be a lot of puzzles we have to solve. You can jump, you can press space to get onto any climbable object, but when you're making running jumps, you have to hold on to stuff. Small gaps can also be climbed over by simply pressing space. And if you are near an object that requires you to jump down, rather than making a direct leap of faith, you can just hold down on the mouse pad and you'll automatically start climbing down. When you are holding an object in midair, it functions as though you are thinking up, down, left, or right in whatever direction you go to, even if it's not the correct way. So, yeah, that will suck. That doesn't look like we could make it, but we can. Let's go continue on. And from here, this is the last area that we'll be to later, but for now, let's drop into this pipe. Sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling on and on a lot. That eye icon in the bottom hand corner that we just saw, that functions as the save point. Later on in the main story, save points will be determined by more than just that, but for right now, those are the only way of saving, and those are auto saves. You can, if you leave a chapter, you can return to your current progress. However, if you start another chapter, that progress will be wiped out. It's basically a lot like Fire Emblem's bookmarking, where you can return to where you were, but if you do anything else, you will erase that progress. Picking up the flashlight that the unnamed escapee had. 1 second, I need a drink of water. Oh, that hits the spot. Moving on. Whenever you have an item that can emit a light source, you can press F to turn it on. You can also press F to turn it off. And it's an automatic light source. Fun fact, when I first played through this chapter, I didn't realize that. Anyway, moving on. Get ready to run at this section. Just get ready to run at this section right here. Once you get in here, just book it. Oh, okay. I nearly died there. Just climb our way up. And that is the sound of an angry person. Very angry indeed. Moving down here, we have a room full of deep water. And in it, we have something new. When you get into the water, immediately start booking it. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't the right room. My bad. I'm dumb. Never mind. I had this confused. Just casually meander your way over. Just continue on with your expedition. Turn on your flashlight. You can pull these plywoods off. If anything might seem like it requires direction, it requires direction. In places where you have to crawl, you can automatically crawl, which is nice. Okay, here's the room. When you get into this room, immediately start booking it for the other side of the water. No matter how slow you think you are, as long as you keep booking it, you will pass it. That right there was the enemy of this floor. Let me see. I think I've got a drop down. Yes. I'll explain what that is in a minute. Over here we have a pile of leeches, and we have to throw a rock at them. Press spacebar, and this probably will be our first death. Because leeches, like I said previously, are a hell of a lot faster in the sea. But as long as you're somewhat fast, they won't get you. Come on. And we'll just turn on our light. I don't trust going down that tunnel. No offense. Dropping down in here. Dropping down in here. Do not worry about that ripple that we saw. I'll get to what that ripple is when we actually have a first direct room encounter with her. Anyway, let's turn this light back on. We have a power generator room that activates a water flow, and what you have to do is you have to jump, grab this, which will turn it on. And then what you want to do is you want to have enough water to where you can get into that door over there. Once you get into that room, the water level will stop. But you want to be careful because it can flood, and I do not know what happens if it does. Let's get some more distance here. Come on, kid. damn it. Take two. Good. And there we go. Continue our trek through there. And you hop on this. Because we can. And then climb up this ladder. Oh, this room. This room's mean. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to walk over here and crouch, and then you'll pop open. And here we have our first room with that creature. So, see that type over there? One sec, let me just work up the courage to do this because this part scares me. Alright. That platform over there, whenever you enter the water from here on out, you want to make sure you get a running start. I'll tell you when you need to get running starts of this. So, just get ready and jump into the water. And make a dash for this crate or the thing over here. And do not wait. Just keep moving. And as long as you stay on the path of not getting attacked, you can make your way over here without very little issue. Continue on the running spree. Yeah, that'll, if you wait too long on the, moving on. If you notice right there, that crate was just sucker punched. If you are on an object for too long, that seems like it's just floating there, then she, yes, it's a girl, will punch it and will cause you to fall off. Also, if you are unsure of where the thingy is, you can tell by the ripples in the water. Sorry for burping. So, of course. Yay! And there's our first in-game death. Huzzah. Okay, that's a bit. Oh, move, child, move! Damn it! Move, child, move! Move, Will, you idiot! All right, let's try take 3. Am I going to make it? 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 Yeah, I'm fine. And there we go. And once you get to this point, this should be a save point. And now we're going to climb up here. And I'm famous for screwing up this bit quite badly. What you want to do is you want to pump this thingy up. And then you want to get it to the point where you could realistically make this jump. And you're going to want to jump for it. And then you're going to want to jump for that. Wow, I made it first try. Cool. Then you want to do this swing at least 3 times to make sure you get it, and then you'll be that. Alright, so I've gone a bit long enough about... Lava cannot speak at all. Alright, so the creature in the water. Her name is the Granny. The Granny will stay underwater can stay underwater for an indefinite amount of time and seems to be the most hated person on the Maw. Even the staff don't like her, which is saying something, as we'll find out much later when we see the rest of the staff. She is often fed fishtails and fish heads, which is commonly pieces of stuff left out, and we're going to use this to our advantage. What you want to do is the next platform. The next platform is, oh my god, that's terrifying. The next platform is quite a ways away, so what you want to do is you want to throw this over here, and then as she goes for it, make a running leap for it, which I didn't do at all, and I'm probably going to die a horrible, endless, painful death. But I didn't, so I'm surviving. So I survived, yay. That is the granny. As with every enemy in the Maw, getting caught by her is an instant kill. There is little to no possible way to avoid an instant death from them. If you are caught, it's game over. This is a stupid thing where you have to stand on this plank and then open the door that way. Do not worry about the granny being in this room. She isn't. And you're completely free of doing that. What you want to do is you want to drain the water, and that pot pan over there that you see, that one that landed on the table, we're going to want to break that open. Okay, good. I think we got it. Be extra careful not to accidentally fall off. A fall from this height will kill you, but ironically enough, a fall from this height onto that chair will not. Onto this, like, big chair. So, now that we're doing that, but because we're short stuff, we're going to have to pull this chair over here, and then we're going to jump, land, and then push this off. In it will be two things, a key and a leech. Because we're no longer on water-based area, the leech is effectively nowhere near as powerful as this, but because we have to pick up an item, it's actually quite difficult. So what you want to do is you want to lead it away, and then you want to pick it up, and then start getting a running... Or no, you're going to want to throw the key like a dumbass. You're going to want to not do what I just did and throw the key. Instead, you're going to want to pull this thing away from where you are, and then you're going to make a run for the key. For some reason, I keep forgetting that you're not allowed to pick up items. When you get to the door lock, you'll automatically unlock the other side. And just because I don't want to deal with the other leech, let's go ahead and just lock this door. No, lock it. Shut it. Okay, good. It's still open! No! Anyway, let's continue. Popping our way over here, we have another water body. But thankfully, this time we don't actually have to worry about the granny again. This is actually quite a difficult puzzle if you don't know what you're doing. What you want to do is you're going to want to take this right here, and you're going to want to push this into the water. Oh my God, Will, stop it. Oh my God, Will had issues figuring out how to move. Come on, Will, stop it. Work with me here, dude. What you want to do is you want to position them so that Will here can make a running jump across one of them, and then a second one of them. And I don't think will make this, but hey, who the hell cares? Will's being stupid right now. One is already in the water, but you have to push the other one in. And once you replenish the water flow, the electricity from over there will power up the water. Remember that, because that might come in handy later. And yes, as with everything else in this game, if you jump into electrified water, you die. We really are a one-point wonder here. And I'm amazed I did not die there. Let's turn this thing on. This right here is a troll. Don't jump down this hole, you'll die. Just telling you the truth. Alright, here we have the second granny section, as you can tell. much like last time, it's preferable to get running starts. Hit! What the hell, Will? Will just sat on the ledge. It's like he wanted to die. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we have ourselves a fish, so let's throw it. And then let's use that to get over here, and then we're going to jump up here. Then we're going to make a running leap, get over here, and leap as far as we can onto this thing. Then we're going to make another running jump. Get onto this, run, leap onto these, and then make one last running leap over here, and then climb up here while she punches that, because I didn't think she was as close as she was to me. Whew! Be careful, by the way, when you're doing that section, because even though it may not seem like it, she can punch that drawer. She can punch that drawer. Now that we're up here, we want to get... Oh, son of a... I reiterate, you want to get a running start onto the boat, and then get ready for one last epic booking up. Oh, you son of a pickle! I didn't jump. Anyway, we immediately wake up over here. Let's try this again. Wow, that's not a lot of time for you to run. Alright, so let's try this again. There we go. That's what you're supposed to do. Then you want to make your way up here. And even though it looks like you want to go up here, don't. I think there's only a collectible that you can get, but I'm not going for collectibles. I'm just going for the full run, and you land on this bed. Woo! I swear, if the footage for this run clips as well, I am going to be an angry boy. Anyway, so this right here, we've got a body of water. Again, don't worry about the granny. I think there's only 3 granny sections in the whole game. So, first section right here, what you want to do is you want to hop over here. Do that. Now, there is a cheap way to do this. I think this is not the correct way to do this, but I don't actually sort of care all that much. But what you want to do is, I'm going to throw it down there, and then I'm going to jump down there, climb up, and then I'm going to shut off the water this way. And there it is, right there. Now that we've got this in our hands, this is a lever. Don't worry, we'll be using these soon. You're going to want to throw it onto this bookcase. This is not a bookcase, that is a suitcase. I am good at the English thing, I promise. I'm good at whole Okay, soup can, go away. Okay, there we go. And now we move back up here, push this button. Pick this thing up and throw it over here. And then you're going to want to stick this in here. Now, as we're going to show you real quick, this thing will open up the door over here. However, because we've got nothing blocking it, it means that the thing will collapse. So what we have to do is we have to go again and once again shut off this water, and we're going to need to move this to the middle. Oh my god. It's so hard figuring out how you... My goodness, this is so stupid. It's like trying to argue with a freaking, like that one friend that just refuses to take no for an answer. You're just like, what am I supposed to do? Let's make absolutely certain that this works. Alright, let's try it. Alright, that works. Alright, even though it is very easy to somehow do this, it's very difficult to do this. I hit a... Wait a minute. Damn it. Alright, take 3. It's possible... It's very, very difficult to do this, but it's possible to kill yourself with this door. 8-Bit Ryan did it in his initial playthrough of it. He ate the door. Close it! Okay, good. There. Okay. I did it. Stop it. Stop punching the machine, Will. Okay, good. Very good. Let's try this for the 4th time. Anyway, as I stated earlier, 8-Bit Ryan accidentally domed himself on the roof of this. And yes, it's as funny as it sounds. The king of British YouTuber, at least that's what I consider him to be, accidentally doming his head on the wall as he slid was actually kind of amusing. Anyway, now that we finished with that puzzle, and I nearly did the exact same thing, I was kind of expecting me to kill myself with the door. This room right here, go ahead and open it down, you'll immediately drop in. This is the final room of the level, and this is also the final showdown with the granny. Just keep moving. Especially here, just start making your way up. Jump. Maybe 4 or 5 swings, I guess. You never want to be on any one given platform for too long. And what we're trying to make our way towards is that thingy over there. We have ourselves a ladder. Let's move. We have ourselves a ladder, and over here we have everything we need to kill this girl. We're going to activate this TV right there, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make your way to jump and jump over there. Doing that will fill the water up and allow you to climb up into the other eyes. However, this jump, be very careful and be very fast about it, and you'll understand why the second I do it. Immediately go over, grab this, pull it down, and then book it for the other side. And once you get up here, immediately start pushing this thing towards the edge. Immediately start pushing it towards the edge, because once you start pushing it, getting it up there, you'll be attacked, but once you push it in, all you have to do is watch the fireworks. Sorry if that made little to no sense. Basically, you have to kill them with the power of epic electrocution. And with that, despite having virtually nothing to do with everything, we have officially defeated our first foe. Go ahead and use the TV to make your way up through this area. And yeah, from there on out, it's a smooth trip to the top of the surface, I guess. I do not know if it's possible to... Oh, well, no, it's actually quite possible. But there is something I'm guessing going to show here. If you go ahead and pry these 2 pieces of wood off, you'll find a bottle. And I know I said it wasn't going for collectibles, but there are 5 of these in, I want to say, every one of the DLC. And these are just content. These are just creative drawings and stuff. I might go back and get them on my own time. So yeah, no, that is the death of Granny. I nearly fell off. There are a lot more threatening characters, but I'd still say the Granny terrifies me just because you know what she looks like but almost never see it. She's a close second, in my personal opinion, behind the ones that bug me, and there's only one other creature that bugs me. And speaking of... That girl in the yellow raincoat looks important, doesn't she? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been part 1 of Little Nightmares. Next time on Little Nightmares, we are going to actually start the main story. Ironically, yeah. The first part of the series isn't even a part of the main story, it's a part of the DLC. So yeah, next time on Little Nightmares, we're going to be beginning our second main character's adventure through the Maw. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.